Cincinnati Redleg scout Jimmy Bregan was going from park to park in Birmingham back in 1956 when one player really caught his eye, a hard-hitting first baseman. Surprised to find out the powerful kid was only 13 years old, Bregan was undeterred in his resolve to one day sign the emerging Parker High student named Lee May. When the brass from Cincinnati asked Bregan how Lee May played the game, he answered, "He plays baseball like a fullback." By 1965, he was in the big leagues, and by 1969, he was the major league's leader in home runs for first baseman. He launched 38 that year, and during a three-game stretch, he tied a big league record with 6 home runs. A year later, he was the main cog in the Big Red Machine's first championship season, blasting 34 home runs and helping Cincinnati to win the National League. In the World Series, he was the star for the Reds, hitting 2 home runs, including the game winner in Game 4, a 3-shot monster that gave the Reds a 6-5 victory. Lee would have one more year as a Red, and he had his best year at the plate, hitting 39 homers and batting .278. But Cincinnati needed help in the middle infield, and Lee was a part of the memorable deal that included sending Joe Morgan to the Reds and Lee May to the Astros. He continued to produce prodigious numbers for Houston, averaging nearly 30 home runs and 100 RBIs a game in an era of big parks and plentiful pitching. In one game against San Diego in 1973, Lee set an Astro record with a 3-homer game in a 12-2 victory. His single gave him a total 13 bases, also a Houston record. A year later, in an 18-2 victory over the Cubs, he had 2 home runs in 1 inning and finished with his best day ever, going 5 for 5. Baltimore, with aging Boog Powell nearing the end of his career, traded for Big Lee after the 1975 season, and again he became a mainstay in the championship team. In 1979, Baltimore won the American League title, but lost to Pittsburgh in the World Series. Baltimore traded him to Kansas City, where he concluded his career in 1982, but not before slamming his 354th career homer in his next to final game. Nicknamed the Big Bopper from Birmingham by Cincinnati outfielder Vada Pinson, Lee May was considered a consummate team player and teammate. His first manager with the Reds, Dave Bristol, paid him the ultimate compliment. "He's a delight to have on the team. He never complains. He just gets the job done." He got the job done for 18 seasons, ending with 2,031 career hits to go with his 354 home runs and 1,244 RBIs. In 1998, the old Parker High star was inducted into the Baltimore Oriole Hall of Fame, joining such stars as Brooks Robinson, Frank Robinson, and Jim Palmer. In 2006, the Reds named him to their Hall of Fame, once again making him a teammate of Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, and Pete Rose. Tonight, the kid who played on the same fields growing up as Willie Mays joins the legend as a member of the State of Alabama Sports Hall of Fame.